Hey guys, first off, let me say thank you so much for all the responses we had to Grubby's Garage. We've got a lot of great questions. So what we're going to do is I'm going to group some together here. So we're going to talk about the clutch this weekend. So we got some great questions here from Johnny Jones. Johnny wants to know the importance of clutch management. How complicated is it? Karen Beckman wants to know, does the crew chief decide on the clutch setup? And when does he actually implement this? And Chris Bonnell wants to know why the clutch setup and tune-ups are so inconsistent. Okay, so look, let's take a look at these hard parts. First off, we have a clutch pack. And what we have here is 6 discs, 5 floaters, and this whole pack actually gets crushed together, and that's what accelerates the car. So what crushes that together? It's this pressure plate. Now this pressure plate, it works like a mini bike clutch. It's all centrifugal. So these levers, as the engine revs up, these levers will come out, and on the back side of these levers, they have a foot on them, and then that pushes on a donut, which is right here, this donut, and that compresses the whole pack together. So these levers, we can adjust the weight on these levers. We can adjust where we use these levers in the run, meaning we can stop them, take them out of play. So all these decisions have to be made, and these are made, and as Karen asked, these decisions are made up in the staging lanes. Like Connie will make his final decision right up in the lanes, and he'll tell James, our car chief, what he wants to do with the clutch. So that's how critical it is. Now Chris wants to know, why is it so inconsistent? And why can't we go down the racetrack every time without smoking the tires? Well, Top Fuel is not just Top Fuel, all the pro classes are so competitive that we're pushing the edge. We're pushing the edge every run. So to do that, sometimes you fall off. So, you know, we're right there, and if we go down the racetrack every time without smoking the tires, there's a high probability we'll get beat. So every now and again we have to fall off the edge. Let's go out to the car and have a look at the management system, which Johnny wants to know what's the deal or how the management system works. Okay guys, so in the trailer we talked about the hard parts, the pressure plate and the clutch pack. Well, we have to have a unit that controls all that. For those of you that have watched my YouTube video on how a Top Fuel dragster works, you know that these cars have no gears. So we have to control the throwout bearing. The throwout bearing is essentially like slowly taking your foot off the clutch. Well, in here we have a hydraulic unit. We don't do that as drivers, so that's all done through management systems. Well, down inside this car here, we have some flow controls. If you can see where my hand is, there's 6 flow controls here, and these are all programmed by the crew chiefs, and they will control the speed of the bearing. So if we release the bearing faster, it will release the lockup levers quicker and in turn accelerate the car. What that also does is could potentially cause a car to smoke tires. If we slow the throwout bearing down, it'll be easier on the clutch, and the car will go down the track with less chance of smoking the tires. But the downside to that is it will be slower. So these are all the elements that have to be balanced to get this car down the racetrack and win the round. Your questions are great. Keep sending them in, guys. I'm going to keep addressing these the best way we can, and thank you so much for your support.